Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get to mygreengear.com. Link will be in the description box. Just came back from the shooting range. Shout out to the fellas at Shooter's Paradise. As you guys know, I just got a Glock 34 and a Glock 29, so I wanted to take them out and see what they do. The Glock 34, like my friend Officer Kenny says, you can drive nails with that thing, and he's right. I mean, the longer barrel, I have a 17, but the longer barrel, so accurate, so easy to shoot. Loved it. But the Glock 29 was the one I was a little nervous about, because I never shot a 10 mil before, and it's a Glock 29 compact. So my pinky, it doesn't even have anything to hold on to. So I was a little concerned about, shooting around that big compact, but it was nice. I'll upload a video. I shot a 10 round mag on the video, and I'll show you the grouping from 21 feet, because they say most shootings happen within 21 feet or closer. So I set it, I put the target out at 21 feet, 10 rounds with a 10 mil. I'm pretty happy with it. But that's not an all day gun. You're not going to take that out on the range and put 50, 100 rounds through that thing. I mean, you can, but I'll put it to you this way. My hands are still vibrating. So that I did a couple mags through that, and I'm good. But all this gun talk, unfortunately, we had another shooting today. It was at a Christian school in Tennessee. And unfortunately, 3 children lost their lives and 3 staff members. I never say the name of the shooter, because fuck them. And she got what she deserved, just not as long and drawn out as I would like it to have been. The officers rendered her lifeless, and she's no longer taking up oxygen that somebody else could be using. But, I would have loved to have seen maybe a little wood chipper, a little Fargo justice, don't you know? And maybe feet first. But hey, you can dream, can't you? So yeah, that's very sad. Those children lost their lives. And now, beware the politicians, beware the empty suits. Now it's time to start talking about comprehensive gun reform. And Sloppy Joe, Bidenus pervertus, he was just talking about, we need to ban assault weapons again. I did it in 94 and it worked. Bullshit. So they're going to start talking that shit again. Like I said, I do not mention the shooter's name because she was a garbage whore person. But judging by her name, I'm guessing she's a white woman. And we don't know the names and races of the victims, but we do know this. If she was white and the students were too, nothing. The story's going to die quick. But if she's white and the students were students of color, here we go. Bring out the SEAL Team 6 of race pimps. Al Sharptongue, Maxine Waters, who, by the way, they both look fucking horrible. Al Sharptongue has the head of a medicine ball and the body of a fucking POW. And Maxine Waters looks like a melted hound dog. But if the colors line up on their give a shit meter, here they come. And don't forget their third and newest member, Ben the ambulance chaser Crump. They'll be right there asking for money, telling you how racist America is. But again, if the shooter's white and the kids were too, this story will go away, I promise. And it's sad. It really is sad. Even though a very small percentage of school shootings take place at private schools, private or public, let's see some guards at the school. We've all heard this point before. I wish they would do it. I wish they would at least consider it. You mean to tell me there are no ex-police officers, no veterans out there? Maybe you can't fight up to the government standards, but I guarantee you're more than we need in front of these schools. You mean to tell me some soldier who got wounded, maimed overseas, maybe lost a limb, lost an eye, he can still put rounds down range. He can still stop a threat. Let him do that. Not only would you be protecting America's children, God forbid. I know you want to put Ku Klux Trans members in front of them dancing and shit. I know you want them to take hormone blockers, but don't tell mom and dad. But it sure would be nice to protect these kids for real. Like, actually take it seriously and put a stop to it. The people that do these mass shootings, especially at a school with kids, are fucking cowards. They're not going to go toe-to-toe with no fucking trained individual. They're not going to trade rounds. They're going to look for a gun-free zone. They're going to look for a soft target. So why don't we make all the targets not soft targets? Shout out to my man Van Damme, 1993. Let's make them hard targets. That is so crazy to me that we have a remedy to this issue and we don't use it. There are probably more than enough veterans, ex-law enforcement. Shout out to my man Nico Giorgio, coming off of 26 years of service to the NYPD. You think he might have a few rounds left in the chamber? He might have a couple miles left on that tire if he wanted to. I'm sure. Don't even get me started on the bullshit we spend our money on. Ukraine. Excuse me. $200 billion. I did a video where I just took, remember we gave that big old, that shit hurts to think about. That $50 billion chunk we gave to Ukraine. I did a video showing you what just that $50 billion could have done for every single K through 12 school in this country, public or private. Public or private. Just that $50 billion was more than enough to pay security, well-trained, highly trained, experienced security outside of every single school in America. All 139,000 of them. Go ahead and do the math. 50 billion divided by 139,000. It's a lot. But let's not do that. Let's allow these kids to be targets and be victims, these staff members to get mowed down just so we can push some bullshit through legislation that shouldn't be pushed or even mentioned in the first place. Because you guys know that, that piece of paper, it's the Consta something. And inside that Consta something is the Declaration of something. And the Bill of something. You know what I mean. You know the thing. Because that thing says, shall not be infringed. AKA, don't fuck with it. Never mind, guys. Don't even listen to me. Turn this shit off. I'm just a lowly, dumb taxpayer. That's all. I'm just a parent. All I am is a parent. Don't listen to me. What the fuck do I know? I don't have a degree from a nice university, an Ivy League school. I don't have parents who are in politics before me. I'm not in bed with China. I don't have some corporation, some big pharma company's hand up my ass. So don't listen to me. I don't know shit. Man, those poor families. They kissed their kids and sent them to school thinking, we have plans later this week. What am I going to make them for dinner? The staff members who kissed their spouses goodbye or left their house this morning thinking of the things they have to do later today or later this week. And some cowardice piece of shit monster comes through and changes all that. But comprehensive gun reform. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and MyGreenGear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.